That is riba, one kind of riba. Like, I give you $10,000, you pay me back in a year $12,000. The fact he gave me a year to pay back and charge me $2,000, that is called riba nasiya. Nasiya means delay, postpone. So the fact that I'm giving you a year to pay back, I will charge you riba on it. I will charge you interest on it. Alright? That is it. Now, if you ask him for 2 years payback, is that 12,000 going to stay the same?
No.
No. That's going to go up. So here they combine, such loans combine between riba al-nasiya and riba al-fadl. Fadl means extra, and nasiya means delay in the future. Okay? So both are combined in such transactions. And that is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, la ta'kulu riba ad'afan mudha'afa. What that has, this ayah revealed about the riba of al-jahiliyyah. And the Prophet ﷺ said, riba al-jahiliyyah tahta qadamay, riba al-abbas tahta qadamay. The riba of al-jahiliyyah under my foot, and the riba of al-abbas under my foot. What that is, the way they used to work is what banks do today. You go, you borrow $10,000, okay, you pay me in a year $12,000. Or you borrow $10,000, you pay me in a year $12,000. That's riba al-jahiliyyah. But what they used to do too, which is exactly what they do today, the person will come, the borrower will come to the lender in the jahiliyyah and tell him, listen, I can't pay you now. It's due date today. I can't pay you. So the lender will tell him, iqdi aw arbi. Either you pay now, or we will charge you riba. Riba usually means what? Huh?
Ziyada.
Riba in Arabic language means extra, increase. So he will tell him, either you pay now what you owe me, of course it depends on the agreement, or I will charge you riba. I will increase it. So your loan now is more. That is riba al-jahiliyyah. That's where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة. O you who believe, do not eat a riba multiplied many times. Multiplied means they used to do that. I owe you $10,000, it's time to pay off. I can't, so you say, we will increase, we will double it. And the more it goes on, is the more it increases as long as I'm not paying. So, إِمَّا أَن تَقْضِي أَوْ تُرْبِي. Also, what falls into that, riba duyun, okay? Debts, the same thing. What do you can apply the same to the same thing. That's where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu ittaqullaha wa dharu ma baqiya min ar-riba. O you who believe, fear Allah and abandon what's left of a riba. It's over. You don't do that, it's a war from Allah and the Messenger on you. Okay? Alright. Second type, so this type is obvious. It says we are loans with riba. No one can say, oh, I didn't know it was riba. It's obvious. They give you $1,000 and they tell you pay back $1,200. That is riba. Ayin al-riba. Alright? Another kind of riba that doesn't look like riba. Okay? But the fundamental of it, the basics of it, the foundations of it is, or I shouldn't say riba. It doesn't look like loans, but actually it is. They call it with different names, but actually it is loans. And if it's loans, then all the rules we talked about apply to. You see, all the rules I mentioned apply to the loans, lending and borrowing. So if a transaction is not considered loans fundamentally, then we cannot apply those things. No one can say, oh, I'm selling some clothes and I'm making some money out of it. You know what? That is benefit for me. The brother said haram. No. I'm not talking about selling. We're talking about loans. Benefit for the lender. Loans. Haram. There are transactions and things that we have and we do look like to be not loans. People don't call them loans. No one calls them loans, but fundamentally they are loans. So if they are fundamentally loans, that means everything we mentioned applies to them. So when the borrower gets money, it's riba. When the lender gets money or a kickback, it's riba. Alright? So we need to understand them very well. Okay. First, حسابات المصرفية. Bank accounts. Bank account, no one in the world is going to open a bank account, right? So no one says, I'm going to lend the bank money. Does it? Did you ever hear someone saying that? But in reality it is. You're lending the bank money. When you put money in your account, or when you open an account, you are lending the bank money. So that means every single rule we mentioned applies to your bank account. Alright. Now, just to make it clear, bank accounts, CDs, certificates of deposit or whatever, right? Annuities, ودائع, is that what it is? ودائع, whatever it is, every equity, whatever it is, I don't know exactly what it is. But mainly, I mean most people, and when we talk about things here, we're talking about the things that concern the majority. Most people deal with bank accounts, right? So our focus, most of us don't have enough money to put in CDs. You know, we can buy CDs, but we cannot put in CDs.
They're free.
The what?
You give them to us for free.
No, it's okay. No interest. Actually, you're giving me an idea. All right. So the point is, bank accounts, they don't call it loans, but in reality it is. Right? How? Who's the lender?
You.
You.
Deposit.
The account holder. Who's the borrower?
The
bank. So, if the bank is getting some benefits, is that okay or not?
It is a benefit to the borrower.
From the transaction.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
From one side only.
If you're getting benefits,
It's not okay.
you're the lender. So the bank is taking your money, borrowing your money, making a lot of money, paying you back pennies, and you're the one accounting.
I'm charging you fees too.
We'll talk about all these things. We'll talk about it because some, again, some things, some benefits are, and some aren't. Okay? So, bank accounts, whether it's saving or checking or whatever. Saving, usually, you put the money on hold. You can't touch. All right? Usually with saving accounts, do they issue checkbooks for you?
No.
No.
Because you're not expecting to be using it. And they will tell you, we promise you 1.5% or whatever it is. But you keep this money, you don't touch. It's not operational, right? That is saving. Checking account is daily activities, this and that. So, in general, bank accounts, lending and borrowing. It's loans, okay? So what we have mentioned applies to it. Okay, but now we need to talk in a little bit more. Now, someone can say also one of the things. Listen, you said if both are benefiting, it's okay. If the borrower and the lender are benefiting, it's okay. And here the bank is benefiting, I'm benefiting, that means saving accounts are okay. Where's the problem with that?
It's not the same benefit.
It's not the same benefit. It's not even close. Now, when I said it's okay for the bank to benefit, because usually when you give a loan, they do whatever they want with it. You come and you ask me for $1,000. More, as long as I think it's halal. But if I think the person asking me for money wants to borrow money from me to use it in haram, it becomes haram for me to help him and to give him that loan.